Today we are looking at cheaters who got caught cheating. Dude got caught cheating, ran back home and pretended he was there the whole time.
Hey, you know well you ain't supposed to be at that house. What the your dusty ass doing? Yeah, why you running? Why the you running?
Oh
so
my
you
god,
think
he
you
is
gonna go?
running fast,
Where you
he's
gonna
proper
go?
zooming.
Where you gonna go, huh? Where the you going? You gotta come home. You ain't got nowhere else to go. This nigga think it's a motherfucking joke. I'm thinking, this he think it's a game. You gonna run to the house after coming to this? Okay.
I mean, he's certainly been caught in the act,
Right
that's
around
for
the corner
sure.
from our house? Okay. I got your motherfucking ass. You think it's a game? Where the I know he in this shit. I know he think it's so slick. Where the nigga, what the are you doing? Where no, bring your bum ass back here. Bring your bum ass back. Where the go? Oh, so you running upstairs and shit. I'm finna beat your motherfucking ass. Think it's a game. Where the you just go?
And now he's hiding. It's like hide and seek chases.
Oh, so you think you just gonna sit on the motherfucking house like you ain't moved and like you ain't been at that house?
The f you talking about? I've been sitting here watching TV with your dumb ass.
Then why you out of breath, bitch?
Now, it's not good that he was caught cheating, however, he's got a talent. Did you see how quickly he ran? He doesn't need to be cheating on his wife, he needs to be in the Olympic athletic team. Imagine him in the 500 meter, he'd win it. Caught cheating on birthday. Oh, I love these. It's like a surprise. But the surprise is that they were caught.
That look good too.
Thank you.
Shit, damn. Hold on. Don't be picking. I got it. Hold on, don't be picking now. Hold on, there you go. Surprise, baby. Yeah,
What is it?
yeah.
Did you pack my things?
Hell yeah, Hubert. He been cheating on me with Hubert.
He's just a
Yeah,
friend.
nah, he ain't no friend.
You really want to do
Nah,
this
he
on
ain't
my
no
birthday?
friend. I don't give a damn about your birthday. You been cheating on me with a dude named Hubert. I'll be damned. Here go your stuff. It's already packed. Get your stuff and get the hell out my house. Cheat on me with a dude named Hubert. Get the hell out my
And you live with him as well. You know, surely if you're going to cheat on someone, you wouldn't cheat on someone who's paying the bills. We've watched quite a few cheating videos on this channel, and I'd say that guy was definitely one of the more respectful ones. It was her birthday and he wrapped her stuff up. Other people would have just put it in the bin. Cheater gets caught by all his girlfriends at the same time. I can't even find one man to fall in love with, and apparently this guy's found like 5 women.
One, two, three, four, five.
How is that even possible? I don't have time for a partner yet, this guy's time for 5 girlfriends. But then to be fair, usually people who get up to stuff like that don't actually have jobs. But still, even with the 24 hours you have in one day, surely you don't have enough time to deal with 5 girlfriends.
Dylan and I are having a baby.
Are they smiling?
It's a very common thing they love to do, isn't it? They get caught and then they cry.
We're really happy.
Why wouldn't you be?
If a cheater's ever caught cheating, they only ever have 2 reactions. Either they cry or they start freaking out. And that guy was one of the criers. The laughing makes it so much better. I mean, what can you really do except for laugh in his face? It's the fact that they're displaying completely opposite emotion. He's crying into a pillow and she's laughing her ass off. I'm an a-hole for ruining my brother-in-law's reputation by telling the truth to my friends. My in-laws are currently furious with me for hurting my brother-in-law's feelings and reputation with my friend group. Recently, my single brother-in-law, Chris, who's 38, has been hinting to introduce me to a woman and I've refused. Chris has been single for almost 3 years and he's been having a hard time meeting women. He tried flirting with my friend, but she had been cold and non-receptive. This was my friend Grace. Grace is not interested in him due to his inability to be faithful, and she wasn't physically attracted to him. Well, I think you've just explained as to why he's single. How are you going to want to get into a relationship and then cheat on them? Like, that literally goes against the whole point of a relationship. He tried to flirtatiously engage with her during a small party my husband and I had last Saturday. My husband got a long-awaited promotion, so we had a little party. During the party, Grace had grown frustrated with his incessant flirting, and at some point told him in no uncertain terms that she found him physically ugly, and that his physical ugliness is only surpassed by the ugliness of his character. Okay, so Grace is one of them women where they'll just tell you straight to your face how it is, and I feel like he deserves it. There's no issue of hitting on people and, you know, trying to pursue someone. However, when you constantly get a cold shoulder, maybe you should sit back and realize, oh god, it's not really gonna work, is it? She told him this in private and said no other guest had heard her scathing review of his personhood. Chris left the party. The following afternoon, while my husband and I were nursing a wicked hangover, my in-laws to my surprise called to scold me for having having abused and embarrassed Chris. After a few minutes of us shouting back and forth on the phone, I reminded my husband that handling his family was his job. So while my husband argued with his parents, I reviewed our security cameras. So his Chris basically went crying to his family members because he got rejected by a girl. So apparently he's not that attractive, he's also a continual cheater, and he also can't deal with rejection. It's starting to make sense as to why someone of his age would be single for so long. And it's not because he's single by choice, he's just single by chance because nobody wants him. And honey, Grace verbally tore him apart. Grace reminded him that he cheated and divorced his late ex Lily while she was battling cancer, and that he got dumped by the mistress for being a cheater as he continued to cheat on her. Okay, so his ex-wife was battling cancer and he was cheating on her with the mistress, and then ended up cheating on the mistress. Yet again, how do people find so many people to cheat with? And how do they also find the time? Grace told him that he wasn't a man of any significant value other than a few coins he had in the bank, and there's no way in hell she'd entertain his delusions of sexual grandeur and beauty. She also said that the only thing he had going for him was his overbloated job title as an executive director to a third-rate company that will probably collapse in the next 5 years. Oh, okay, so I kinda see what type of guy this is. This guy obviously has a decent amount of money in his bank account, but it makes him think he can behave however he wants, which theoretically for him he can, however it will never end well. As a parting gift, she told him to consider some cosmetic work to improve his haggard appearance, and perhaps to start praying for divine intervention to fix his rotten soul, since there's no way a psychotherapist could ever come close to fixing whatever is wrong with him. My in-laws and Chris feel that I shouldn't have told my friends what Chris did because he's now perceived by my girlfriends as a terrible person, probably because he is one. I told them he was unfortunately a terrible person, and people would have found out what happened between him and the late great Lily. She's talking about Lily in past tense, so I'm gonna assume Lily's probably passed. I feel like that right there is one of the most scummiest things you could ever do. You're married to someone who's battling cancer, you cheat on him and then divorce them before they die. You would think that him being her husband, he'd have some dignity to at least take care of her. But then yet again, we have to remind ourselves this guy is nothing like that. I then discussed what happened with my colleague Natasha. She said I was cruel for having told my friend group about what happened between Chris and his ex-wife, because Chris had grown a lot in the past 2 years and didn't need to be known for the worst thing he's ever done. Natasha is dating Chris's friend, so she also knows him. Yeah, so obviously her view of him has a little bit of Vaseline rubbed all over it, aka she isn't seeing the real him. For your information, I've only discussed Chris's treatment of Lily with my direct friend group, and that's only 6 people, and half of them already knew they were also friends with Lily. So it's not like I'm screaming hear ye in town square. If I were you, I'd warn every single girl he talks to what type of guy he is. If he's capable of cheating on his wife as she's dying of cancer and then cheating on the mistress that he cheated on his wife with, what else is he capable of? Not the a-hole. How can telling the truth be perceived as unfair? Chris did this to himself. It was his behaviour that is the problem. Why should you expose your friends to a potentially horrific relationship? You know that your brother-in-law is a cheater, but your in-laws want you to keep that from your friend so that he can continue to take advantage without consequences. I think you did the right thing. I would say the majority of people do. You know, you're warning people. Put it this way, if I don't like someone, I warn other people about them, especially relationships. If one of my friends has a crush on a guy, she might be in love with him, but she might not see the red flags. And trust me, I spent a lot of time around guys. I've always worked with guys. I know a psycho when I see one.
I found out that my fiance was cheating on me right in the middle of his proposal to me, like literally as it was happening. Now, I was madly in love with this man. I was head over heels, would do whatever he said. If he said jump, I would say how high. At the time, we had been dating for about 2 years, maybe a little bit under 2 years. And the fact that he was even proposing was a shock to me because even though that I was madly in love with him, I didn't quite feel that we were ready for it. But one day, he just decided to surprise me, took me to Orlando for a little bit of fun at the amusement parks because, you know, I like to get down like that with some childish, lighthearted fun.
I know this has got nothing to do with the video, however, I'm absolutely terrified of theme parks. I don't mind the wee small rides in the ground, I don't like the ones that go up into the sky. I'm a massive love of gravity, gravity keeps us on the ground. I feel like that's where we're supposed to stay.
So once we got to the amusement park, he decides to sign up to be a contestant on one of the competition games performances that they had at this theme park. So right before the show is about to start and he's about to start to compete, he hands me over his cell phone and says, "Babe, please film this. I want you to see what's going to happen."
Okay.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. How much fun. Like, this is my dream come true. Competition starts. There was like 3 or 4 events that he had to compete with others to win. And ultimately, he won. But remember, I'm filming, right? And I'm filming from his cell phone that he told me to hold. So here I am with his little cell phone filming, all excited, all proud of my man. He starts to receive text messages that are popping up on the screen. The text messages turned out to be from his mistress that he's been messing with the whole time we are together.
Oh, God.
And she's pissed. She's really pissed. I guess that morning he had texted her to let her know, like, hey, it's over between us because I'm about to get engaged today. And she threw a even though she herself was married.
Oh.
So at this point, my heart absolutely drops and like I want to vomit. And I'm sitting here in a crowd with hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people, trying to keep my hand steady and filming what's happening as he's proposing and announcing it to this whole freaking stadium full of people. But I really know what's happening as I'm seeing these texts flash across the screen. Trauma. Deep breaths, Tiffany. Deep.
Yeah, you need a few deep breaths.
Now listen, I am not the type of girl that likes it when people see me sweat. I keep my cool, I just smile, and I pretend that I'm the just most elated, happiest woman on the planet. So since this proposal has been blasted all over the big screen, that everyone around me is so excited for me, they're congratulating me, and I'm just like in shock and awe. I somehow managed to keep my composure and to just walk outside of the stadium and wait for him outside. Once he shows up, he immediately gives me a huge hug, tells me that he loves me, and of course,
Obviously
does the
not.
proposal again to my face this time, not just on the big screen. There's so many people watching. Remember, we're in the middle of a theme park with thousands of people.
Oh, that's so tacky to
So
get
I quickly
engaged
grab
there.
him and drag him into the nearest restaurant in this theme park that I could find. And I bring him over to the bar area and I sit him down and I tell him everything that I know. He didn't try to deny it. He knew that he was caught. And for the next 30 minutes, he proceeded to just tell me everything that he thought that I wanted to hear. And I was just numb. The only words that I could manage to muster up at this point were, baby, this 2-carat diamond ring, it's just not going to be enough.
Thank God you never got married to him, and let's hope you also didn't have a child, because if you had a child, you're locked with him for life. I truly believe most public proposals are secretly manipulative strategies to get the other person to agree. Oh, that's actually quite a good point. Now, I don't think they're all like that, however, that could make sense. If you propose to someone in public, they're going to feel the pressure to say yes. Why would they want to say no? Just blows my mind how he was messing around with his mistress literally a day before he was going to propose to you. And she was also married as well. Technically, he's allowed to cheat at the proposal since it isn't official. See, this whole thing's going on in America, because I see it all the time at weddings. It's like your last night is a free man. Is that real? I know there's a few Americans who follow me. Is that an actual thing? Like, I don't know if it's hearsay and like a bit of a laugh, but is it real? If I ever get into a relationship, you know, the minute I start dating, even if I start talking to them, I'm probably gonna be exclusive. I'm not gonna be like that guy where I've got like 15 mistresses everywhere. Well, anyways, guys, that's some cheaters who were caught cheating. It was to be like a more cheaters limited, if you will. Chris Figure Scrub, and see you all tomorrow for another video.